Elise.
Hello.
Hello. I am very excited. Do you want to know why?
Why, Henry?
Tomorrow is Friday. And do you know what comes after Friday?
Saturday.
Yeah. Now, the worst part about weekends, guys, is I don't get to come into work at RingPartner. But other than that, there is nothing better than a Saturday or Sunday, unless you happen to be a publisher and you're realizing, hey, weekends are kind of challenging, but that's why we're here.
Right.
Here today. We're here to
Yes.
present how to become a weekend warrior, and you are going to boost your conversions over the weekend. Now, of course, I am no stranger to you, and you are no stranger to me. I am Henry Ski, one of the partner success managers here at RingPartner. I say it like this, but this is our webinar room. I don't actually work in here. I wish we had beautiful art like this, and I wish I had Elise sitting next to me all the time, but we have a very special guest, Elise Howard from AdOps.
Hi, guys. I work on the AdOps team. I'm a campaign manager. So what I do is I'm helping your calls go to the right buyers. I'm helping increase your conversion rates, increase your EPCs, and making sure that your campaigns are performing as best they can.
You guys know when I say, hey, let me check with AdOps, I'll be right back. That's a professional way of me saying I'm going to go beg Elise to help me figure out why the campaign isn't converting. Key presses, EPCs, conversion rates, weekend traffic is Elise's domain, and she has been a huge help since she came on a long time ago. And it's finally time we got you on a webinar.
Here we go.
Guys, we're getting a ton of questions, and this is kind of a result of RingPartner having a record January. Thank you all very much, by the way. And on our way to getting to a record February, despite having 3 less days. Part of what we're going to do, though, today is go through why weekend campaigns are a great source of calls and a really good opportunity. Traditionally, volume is a little lower, but we think there's a lot of room to grow as long as we look at the right campaigns. We're going to look at some metrics today, and we're going to look at differences in caller behavior. So I think it's going to be a great webinar. Really excited to have Elise here. Don't worry, you're not going to have to look at our faces the entire time. In fact, our faces are going to go away now.
There we go.
Now,
Yep.
yes. Oh, very close. Very close. Okay.
Good time in there.
Yes. Well, we're gonna. Don't worry. This is the dress rehearsal. We're gonna get that in the real thing.
Right.
So good to see a lot of my guys in here, Ralph and Joe, and a couple of others. Great turnout, guys. Let's get right into it. Hey, that's us.
There we are.
I think this is actually the best picture I have of me in a RingPartner or anything. Most of my pictures
Looks
are
pretty great,
awful.
yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I credit it mostly to you because most people are going to be focusing on you.
I don't know about that.
I do
No.
because first of all, your height is perfect because it doesn't block anything off. Because right now we look like we work at RingPartner.
True. Yeah.
We're not Indian food. We're not peas and paneer. We're Elise and Henry at RingPartner. Okay, let's move on there. Okay, so on the agenda, we have sort of a complete understanding of why there is a dip in volume for weekends. And that's natural. That is going to happen. But we're here to kind of help you wade through that and realize that
definitely.
there's definitely some good performing weekend campaigns. We're going to go into how to adjust your creatives. And then, guys, we're going to do a Q&A at the very end. So if you do have a question, make sure to ask it in the chat here. I see none of you are shy to that. That's great. Ask a question. There's a good chance we'll actually answer it throughout the presentation. And if we don't get to it at the very end, make sure to email me, henry@ringpartner.com, and I'll make sure that I bug Elise a little bit later on, and she'll give me the answer so I can pass that along to you guys.
Happy to help answer any questions you guys might have. We want to help get those conversion rates and volume up as best we can on those weekend campaigns there. So
If only I was a publisher. I'm jealous. You guys get to enjoy this webinar, and I have to be on this side. Oh boy, I am very envious of you guys. Elise,
yeah.
I have a question for you.
What do you got, Henry?
Can you guess what the question is going to be?
Is it on the screen right there?
It is.
Oh.
Why is volume lower over the weekend?
Yeah.
What's up with the low volume?
So there's quite a few reasons, but as we can see, definitely the callers and customers that you're going to be targeting, they're out and about enjoying their weekends, right? So with that, desktop volume is seen to be a little bit lower there. So it's important that you adjust your creatives and work on ways to reach those callers that are out and about. So a big thing with that, we're going to be talking about mobile and how to adjust your creatives for mobile specifically. And with that, we're also going to be chatting about some campaigns that perform very well on the weekend due to the high urgency and the strong hours that they do still have over the weekend there.
If there's one thing you guys can take away from this webinar, it's basically number one, listen to Elise. She knows what she's talking about. But if there's two things you can take away, guys, I talk about this all the time with pay-per-call, and this is the fundamental advantage we have over something like CPA or downloads or something like that. I have no idea why people would download 16 toolbars to their browser. I have no idea why they would fill in a survey halfway and then close the browser. I have no idea why. We can really understand from a fundamental psychological perspective why people are going to call in about something and why. So just picture yourself. Most of you guys, and I know most of you guys do this because I talk to you every damn day. I know most of you are at the office 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, which means you're in front of a desktop. That behavior is different. You're probably going to be doing more searches on desktop, and fundamentally desktop traffic is going to be different than mobile. What are you doing when you're at home on Saturday and Sundays? You're on the couch and you're on your phone. You're doing errands and you're on the phone. So keep that in mind. If you guys aren't adjusting your creative and which campaigns you're running on weekends, you're definitely missing out. Don't expel yourself from that group of people I'm talking about. You are a real person and you go to work Monday to Friday. Well, actually, you're publishers. Maybe you don't. But generally, hundreds of millions of Americans are going to work Monday, Friday, exactly. And then they're at home on the couch Saturday and Sunday. Keep that in mind. All right. Elise.
Yes.
What can my new remix? What can my weekend metrics tell me?
So we have some cool data here that Google actually shared at one of their events. So this showcases specifically search traffic throughout the week there. So on desktop, we can see that on Saturday and Sunday, the volume is quite a lot lower. And that definitely attributes to weekend volume being lower, but where we can take advantage of the weekends is mobile. And to do that, it'd be great for you guys, the publishers, to be taking advantage of mobile ads and people being out and about. What services are they going to need when they're out and about on the weekends? What are urgent services that they're going to need to be searching up on their mobile phones to really take advantage of this search traffic data that we have found here for you guys.
This is really cool, guys. I haven't looked into this before, but it makes total sense. And make a note that the search traffic by mobile kind of stays consistent throughout the week. Desktop starts really strong Monday, Tuesday, and then kind of hits a bit of a roller coaster there. Remember click to call. It's one of the best promotion types in terms of conversion rates. Can be a little expensive for sure, but you look at that traffic spike on Saturday and Sunday, you're going to be doing way better on that than you're going to be doing on desktop. And again, guys, with click to call, remember, very easy to get approved. We need to see your ad text and your landing page. Landing page does not have to be an award-winning website, like of course I would design, because the users aren't going to see it. We just need it for approval purposes.
Exactly, yes. So, and definitely it's important to keep in mind, you guys definitely know where the peak times are for the specific campaigns that you're running, but the time of the day definitely swings in desktop in comparison to mobile. So we can see desktop, it kind of peaks. It's a little bit of a mountain. It peaks at around 1 p.m. or so. But with mobile, it kind of climbs up on throughout the day, peaking at about around 11 p.m. there. So, what?
Oh, sorry. No, I was saying whoa. I should have been more. I should have been more elaborate because the way I said whoa was like whoa. Elise, you shouldn't say that. It was more like a whoa. 11 o'clock.
Whoa, yeah. So with that, we really need to take advantage of those mobile ads and optimize the campaigns so that mobile is being used at around those hours.
Most of the time, guys, when we're pitching you or talking to you about offers, you have to pay attention to the hours. Probably the most underrated factor in terms of a campaign success. So if you're running a desktop campaign or maybe targeting more desktop traffic, you got to look that the hours really, really start to dip, or rather the traffic starts to really dip after 1 o'clock. So make sure that that you're adjusting your campaigns accordingly. Maybe you want to run a desktop featured offer or themed offer, or targeted offer in the morning, and then in the afternoon switch it over to mobile. What you don't want to do is start ramping up your mobile traffic in the morning and your desktop in the evening. You want to pretty much do the opposite of that, as these charts say.
Yeah, and these charts will definitely help you guys be able to optimize your campaigns throughout those hours of the day there.
Yeah. Definitely. And as we'll go into it, guys, the nature of campaigns for mobile usually lend themselves to being 24/7 because plumbing issues, towing issues, etc., don't really happen at convenient times of the day.
Exactly.
It always happens at the worst time. That's why I take my phone into the bathroom, Elise. I never know what's going to happen. I never know what kind of disaster going to happen in there. I need to have my click to call plumbing ads handy.
Look at that. You're all ready to go.
I am. What types of campaigns should I look for?
So yeah, we're going to dive into a couple of different campaigns that perform well over the weekend for you guys to maybe try out if you haven't ran them before, or give you some tips on how you can optimize these for over the weekend. So to kick it off, we'll start with Protect It Plumbing. So Henry just mentioned plumbing problems. They occur when you least expect them to, right? So they're not going to occur on a 9-to-5 basis. They're going to occur anytime. And with that, customers are going to need to find a plumber that can help them out whenever they are having an issue. So with that, our plumbing campaign, it does run 24/7. So that is a good plus there. It has great coverage on the buyer's end, which is also great to see. And the conversion rate is usually around 20%. But we have seen it averagely be a little bit higher on the weekends, which is great. It's more around 30% there. So,
hey.
Even though volume might be lower, it's important to take into consideration the conversion rates there and also the EPC in order to help optimize that campaign.
That's awesome, guys. And one thing I should mention, this offer has been up for a very long time. And basically, the longer a campaign stays up, the more faith we have in it, the better idea we can give you in terms of average publisher performance, stuff like that. So definitely keep that in mind. One of the things I would convey is a real sense of urgency. And I mean, really, you should be doing this on every offer. But in particular with plumbing, make sure you sort of emphasize the benefits of being proactive, how a phone call now could save you a lot of money down the road. You don't really want to wait until the pipe has burst or the toilet has broken to call a plumber. So even though it might not be like a direct emergency, someone might they might hear something, or they might be like, oh, I haven't had someone in here in a long time. That's when you're going to jump on them and say, look, don't wait for something bad to happen. Fix the roof while it's not raining. Call this plumber now, and they're just going to be able to come to your house, no problem, and take care of everything at a fraction of the cost. Keep that in mind. Create that sense of urgency. Benefits of being proactive.
Definitely. And then so let's move on to Empire Today. So this campaign there, it's also open 24/7. It has around a 20% conversion rate as well, which is great to see. This campaign offers specific city and state targeting, which is great to see because it can already help you guys optimize your campaigns there. And if you're a new publisher and you need a campaign to run, this one's handy because it gives you creatives that you can already use. So it's going to save you a lot of time there. And they also have promotions to help you drive traffic and volume there. So it's very handy to take advantage of those promotions and sales that they're offering and always updating.
Guys, Elise is bang on every point there. I love Empire Today Carpets and Flooring. It's one of my favorite campaigns. Why? Because you can actually put in promotions and sales. What do I tell you guys when we're talking about creatives? Every single time, don't mention 10% off. Don't mention 2 for 1. Don't mention free this. Don't mention free that. Empire is the exact opposite. You can mention, in fact, they have a 2 for 1 sale, buy one, get one free going on right now. And you can use that in your creative. What an incredible advantage. No other campaign on our exchange allows that. There's a reason Empire is consistently in our top 10. It's a strong branded offer, one of the few offers that allows you to mention promotions and sales, and it's got its own creatives. Clear winner in my books.
Sure is there. So just keep in mind the urgency of these on-demand home services offers, and they'd be great to see some more volume on the weekends there. So let's move over to our auto repair services. So we have 3 offers here. They're each a little bit different in their own way. So with towing, again, this is very similar to plumbing in the urgency that this offer provides. So if you're on the side of the road, of course, you're not going to have your desktop computer there. This is a very mobile friendly campaign. And with this campaign, it has around a 5% conversion rate. So that is a little bit on the lower end there, but that's just the nature of this campaign. So it is going to be a great campaign. It's open 24/7. It has lots of people looking for when they're in need of an urgent tow truck. On the campaign description there, we also have some zips for you guys to take advantage of to help optimize your campaign, to ensure that you're targeting locations that we do have solid coverage in. So definitely make sure to utilize those zips. And if you would like some more information, you can always reach out to us and ask us for some other zip targeting there.
We'd be happy to send that over, guys. And I got to stress that this is very appropriate for this section of the webinar. So yesterday, we basically had Snowmageddon in Victoria. We got about a foot of snow. It's almost all gone now because it rained. And it's just, but all these cars were getting into fender benders, and a lot of cars were being abandoned at the side of the road. And I was driving by in my, and Paul gave me a ride. Our head developer gave me a ride, but he had four-wheel drive, and we were just going past all these cars, and I'm thinking, how many of them are on their phone right now calling a towing company? Probably quite a bit. Right now, it's going to be, weather is going to be crappy, guys, for another 2 or 3 months at least. So all three of these auto offers, it's not a coincidence that we're seeing them in our top 5. These 3 in particular are really rounding it out. Towing, there's probably not any offer on the exchange that offers more urgency. Most people can't live without their car for longer than a day, let alone a couple of days. They're not even really going to be looking all that hard. They're going to be like, towing, help, call. Make sure that you guys are at the top of that list. Quick Fix Towing is an awesome one. And then Elise will give you a couple more details about Auto Repair Shop. But that one has been our newest, most consistent performer over the last month. That call, or that campaign rather, can take any kind of car, dent, break, noise, whatever. And the best part is, auto repair is tailor-made for pay-per-call. You don't have to fill in a form, and I don't know how to fill in a form saying my car goes like this. Like, I don't know how you type that in, right? So you want to talk to somebody about it. So tailor-made to pay-per-call, and the weekends are definitely when these kinds of things pop up, and that maybe they don't have time to get it taken care of during the week. They sure do on the weekends, though.
Yeah, and you make a great point there with people wanting to call in and actually talk to someone to see what the problem is with their car. And my auto repair shop offers general auto repair help, or if you have auto body damage that you need fixed, if you have broken or cracked windows, and also if you need auto parts. So there's a lot of different niches that you can dive into there to attract different callers. This campaign is open from Monday to Sunday, 9 to 9 EST. So that's very important to take note of. Ensure that's matching up to when you're running your ads. This one is at about a 15% average conversion rate, which is pretty good to see there. It's a strong performing campaign, as Henry said. Throughout January, it was one of our top campaigns. So be great to see some of you guys see what you can do with this campaign.
Don't let average conversion rates sway you guys either. As you know, when I'm telling you stats, there's always going to be outliers that skew that conversion rate. So 15 may not sound as high as some of our other ones, but like, we have a lot of people running this offer. That doesn't mean there's not room for more partners to hop on, but the US is a big country and there's a lot of cars out there. So some guys are as low as 10, some guys are as high as 40, 50. Totally up to you on how you make that work.
Yeah. Definitely. And then, so we've got general auto insurance, the variable rate campaign there too. And this is a great one too. People are looking for auto insurance if they have auto insurance already, or if they don't. This campaign can cater either of those callers. This has a higher average conversion rate, which is great to see, at about 25%. And this does pay out on a variable rate. So up to $30 for a qualified call. The average call is around $7, but as Henry mentioned, there are outliers. So there's going to be calls that are worth $21 or $4. You get a really good mix in there. So
I'm liking the variety, if you will pardon the terrible pun. That doesn't even count as a pun on the variable rate. But honestly, guys, what our ultimate goal is going to be is to make sure that we have offers that work for you. And one of the best examples we have of experimenting with the kind of rates is general auto insurance. We had the fixed rate campaign for a long time, still up, but we put the variable rate in there and it's just gone like gangbusters. Now imagine you might be able to do an auto insurance raw call campaign. There's a number of different ways we can kind of play around with this. So if you test an offer out, particularly on the weekends, and you say, Henry, variable rate's not working out, what can we do? I might be able to get you on the fixed rate offer, might be able to do you on a raw call offer. Totally up to you. We want to make sure that that works. Again, especially on weekends, there's so much opportunity to grow on that. And again, remember, people are going to have a lot more time to think about things like auto insurance when they're not busy at work.
Definitely. They're going to be looking around for those auto insurance offers.
Mm-hmm.
So moving on, weekend campaigns. So chat is a big one. Chat volume definitely spikes on the weekends there. So we want you guys to be able to take full advantage of that. Our chat campaigns are 24/7 and they are all US and also Canada as well. Which is great to see there.
I should say A.
Hey. Look at that. And there are also some bonus states. So if you do hit the bonus states, you're going to get a little bit of extra payout there. This campaign does have a lot of creativity that you can use. The buyer's looking for landlines. They're looking for females. So any way that you can cater to that, you're going to be performing very well.
LiveLinks, guys, has also been around for a very, very long time. We have a great relationship with that buyer. And by far, it is our highest volume offer year after year. And especially, it's basically the king of weekends. Saturday and Sunday is when, obviously, people don't want to be too lonely. They want to go out and meet someone or chat with someone to maybe go out and meet with them later. It's really easy to get approved on LiveLinks. In fact, I think it's the only offer still that doesn't require creative approval to get on. True, We're so confident in your quality. And of course, we have many Casanovas. And what's a female Casanova? Casanova? I'm not sure. Anyway, we have a lot of people on there that know romance and they know what people want on the weekends. So there's a number of different ways, as Elise mentioned, to be creative. And they do offer creatives as well, if you want to check that out. Again, one of very few to do that. So keep those dating offers in mind. Guy Spy as well. Elise, do we have any metrics on Guy Spy there?
On LiveLinks, we do. We have LiveLinks has around a 16% average conversion rate, which is great to see. With the high volume there, it's good to see that conversion rate up there.
Cool.
Guy Spy is very similar.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a great offer to run on the weekends. As you said, chat spikes on the weekends there. So definitely take advantage of that.
Elise.
Yes, Henry.
Should I change my creatives on the weekend? Hey, yes. Good answer. Good answer.
There's a lot of things you can do to optimize your creatives for weekend traffic. So to start us off, you can make it weekend specific. So in order to do this, ensure your customers know that, yes, this offer is open on the weekends. Mm-hmm. We are open. We are here to help you. And ensure that it's set up for mobile, as we've been mentioning. We can't stress this enough. Mobile-friendly offers are going to perform very well on the weekends as people are out and about. And just keep testing your offers. See what's performing best, seeing what is working for you. There's so many different things you can do to optimize, so testing is great. Remember, guys, you get up to 10 different promo numbers for each campaign. And if you're not split testing, you're missing out on a ton of opportunity. And again, remember the caller behavior we talked about, work versus home. Okay, Saturday and Sundays, most of them are going to be home. Saturday morning, people might be sleeping in a little bit more, unless maybe they're adults with kids, which means they're up very early every day. So you want to make sure you pay attention to the demographics you're catering to. If you're targeting the seniors market, maybe you're going to see more volume in the mornings because they're up earlier and they go to bed a little earlier. Sundays, people are kind of already in the mindset of going to work the next day. Maybe they're grocery shopping, maybe they're preparing for their commute. So these things are really easy to keep in mind. We have a lot of differences in cultural sort of themes and differences in demographics, but majority of sort of the sweeping idea, sort of commonality that we all have is that generally hundreds of millions of Americans go to work Monday, Friday, and they're at home Saturday and Sunday relaxing.
same as you. Just keep that in mind. For the love of weekends, make sure you optimize your campaigns. You'd be surprised how effective it is throwing in, as Elise said, a Saturday or Sunday, the text into your ad. And then mobile friendly, again, that should be a no-brainer, guys. This is sort of a big theme of ours. If you haven't been paying attention, we'll say it again. Mobile traffic goes up on Saturday and Sundays. Make sure they can see your ad.
Definitely. So
Elise,
guys, yes.
Ask us anything. Wait a minute, that's not a question. That is that's a comment
Nice
to our pub.
try.
Elise, was there any? Oh, I went too far, guys. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Elise, was there any sort of grand overall sweeping generalizations or final tips you'd like to give our astute 31 people attending this webinar right now?
Yeah, so definitely you've heard it from us, but make sure that you're using mobile ads, you're optimizing for mobile.
Mhm.
You guys know the ins and outs of this, how you're running your ads. You know your AdWords, your clicks, you know what works, what doesn't, but just make sure to keep testing to see what works, what doesn't. Don't be afraid to try a new campaign. There's a lot of great weekend performing campaigns out there, so we want to get you running on those and see what you guys can do.
I know a lot of you guys don't like being a guinea pig, and I get that. But honestly, guys that are early, and guys and girls, all publishers, the ones that get to the party early typically stay on top of that campaign for a very long time. So don't let a lack of volume scare you, particularly for those SEO guys. If you happen to be running weekend traffic on SEO, traffic's not that expensive, and I can always do a raw call version for you. So keep that in mind. Any questions you have, henry@ringpartner.com. And I've got Elise about 10 feet away from me. She can actually hear me, even though we're in our own little glass pod. She's always listening. She's always listening. She comes in and she'll say, "Oh, I was just eavesdropping." Like always. But no, honestly, guys, Elise's job is to maximize and optimize the campaign. We're on your side. Again, we don't make money unless you make money. So make sure you use us as best as possible. Think of us as the your ultimate pay-per-call resource on Monday to Friday and also weekends.
Definitely. And just adding on to that, we are here to help you guys optimize your campaign. So I'm definitely working to increase the EPCs and increase the conversion rates on the campaigns. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help and very happy to help.
Cool. So we actually have a question now. Thank you. Oh, Sue, you're a peach. Thank you. We actually had a good question about Facebook. So Facebook, definitely. Taryn already answered. Thank you, Taryn. Facebook ads are great. Just watch out for fan pages and organic. We don't actually allow. Quality isn't very good, and we can't really track the flow very well. But yeah, paid ads and calling ads with Facebook right now, you watch. That's going to absolutely blow up. If you haven't done your research right now, do it. Facebook is really good, I find, for reminding people of services that they need. Not necessarily super urgent, like towing or locksmith, but for stuff like student loan or roofing or paving or concrete or gutters or something like that, where it's it's in the back of their mind. They just need a little bit of a reminder. So yeah, Facebook, we love paid Facebook ads, especially now that it's open to click to call or call ads, I guess you want to call them.
And that's definitely a great point there too, because what are people doing on the weekends? Sometimes they're sitting at home, they're relaxing, they're on Facebook. So Facebook ads would definitely be great to try out for weekend traffic there.
Elise, how come you haven't accepted my friend request on Facebook yet?
Oh, you sent me one? Weird.
Oh, I got lost in the mix. Well, why won't anyone be my friend? All right, one of my publishers, please add me on Facebook. I'll give you a prize. All right, and speaking of prizes, here we go. Elise, would you like to mention about the coaching call?
Yeah, so we have a great opportunity for you guys. If you are interested, we would love for you guys to sign up for a one-on-one coaching call. The sales team is going to be able to help you and talk about some ways and strategies to optimize for weekend campaigns specifically. They can answer any questions that you may have, get you on some campaigns that work great on the weekends, the ones that we just mentioned and went over. Or if there's some other questions or campaigns that you would like to try out, we can definitely see what we can do there.
Outstanding. So there's the link, guys. I'm not going to say it out, but there you go. Very easy. Book now. Go ahead. We're always happy to talk, and always best to book a call in advance. So make sure that we set aside some time to properly assess your traffic, your strategy, and things like that. I am really excited about this bonus offer, you guys. One of the most common complaints I get is that AdWords is really expensive. And I agree. Looking at click costs is crazy. If you're not already testing out Bing, we're going to give you $100 of house money. Go to this link. You're going to be able to sign up and try Bing AdWords. I know Bing's kind of a joke. And like, on one of these like Hawaii Five-0 shows, they'll be like, Bing it. You're like, no one says Bing it. Get out of here.
Not yet.
But guys, not yet. It's got to start somewhere. But traffic is so much cheaper, you guys. Imagine, we were in Vegas, Taylor and I, and we had a great time at the blackjack table. I can't even imagine how much happier I would be if someone said, here's $100 of house money. What? For nothing? Yes, sir. I will take, or ma'am, I will take that deal. So guys, use this as a testing ground. You can use this to dip your toes in the water. Again, house money, $100. You get to figure out what converts, what doesn't, maybe a little weekend testing, and then you can apply that to your genuine promotion methods, either on AdWords or, or SEO or Facebook, or hey, you may just want to continue on Bing. Keep that in mind. This is again going to be for new Bing Ads users. Unfortunately, if you already have an account, we won't be able to provide that. But still, pretty awesome.
Yeah, definitely take advantage of this offer while you can. It would be great to see if Bing Ads works for you and how you can optimize to go on in the future.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, I think that is the end of the webinar. Look at that, nice and trim, 30 minutes. Elise, this was your first webinar.
It sure was.
How did it go? Did you think it went well?
I think it went great. Everyone seems to be very happy. So.
Yes, I did pay them to say that. So thank you, Rashid. You'll get your $5 in the mail. Oh no, sorry, we're still recording. Guys, a huge thanks to Taryn and Gail for setting up this webinar. Absolutely, massive thanks to Elise for her first webinar. I think she did an amazing job and really made me look good and made RingPartner look good, which is probably why we keep her around. Again, guys, any questions, hit me up. I'm your rep, Henry at ringpartner.com. Be happy to help you with any problems, especially on weekends. Don't forget weekends. And have a good weekend.
Yeah, have a great weekend, guys.